It's like the word ah. The word ah has several very distinct meanings, okay, so it's not really one word, it's 7 different words. And some of the meanings don't translate the same way all the time in English. So the word ah meaning his, and ah meaning hers, and ah meaning theirs are pretty much always his, her, and theirs. But the ah meaning to, like to drink or to eat, sometimes doesn't quite translate as to in English. So you have to kind of get a feeling for what the word means, and then you have to know, okay, when you go into English, you sometimes translate it this way and sometimes that way, and sometimes you leave it off, and sometimes you throw in a bunch of other words in. Okay, but yeah, I mean, when I do a literal translation, I'm giving you usually the more basic meanings of the word, but sometimes it doesn't really make sense. Okay, it's like to say I have ta agam, literally means is at me. It doesn't have anything to do with being at you in Irish. It just means have. Okay, they don't sit there and break it down, and a native speaker probably wouldn't even occur to them that egg means at also. When they think I have. I should have saved this joke I got today about English words and how was the one. Some of them are pretty funny, but they have the English words and just the constructions of them, and then they're made from other words that have nothing to do with the actual words. It happens a lot, and you just don't notice it when it's in your own language.
Guinea pig, neither from guinea nor pig.
Yes, right. So, anyways, one of the meanings is since. Okay? So let's read through that. So, Visha anish doye gachlog. Saturnona. Agus Visha. Fiche ur. Odisha Bela. Okay. The word tranona, by the way, tra means sort of like a time, and non is noon, so it's like noon time. Okay, so satranona is sort of in the time afternoon. Okay. Yeah, sort of like the time of noon. Okay. Iver fiche, number 20. Ni yarnisha ein vela intach dohain la tamil, le rav lian bejer. So ni yarnisha, he didn't make, or he hadn't made, ein vela, any meal, intach, great or wonderful, dohain, for himself, le tamil, for a while or in a while, le rav lian bejer, in 2 years perhaps. Okay? All right. So, niyarnishe he didn't make. The word to make changes quite a bit, so we're going to look at that in a second. Ein meaning any. He lenites the following word. So ein vela, any meal. The adjective comes after. So any meal great, any great meal, okay, or any wonderful meal. Do fame. So you make things for someone. You use the word do. It's also like if you want to give someone a gift and you want to put their name, you put do in their name and you have to aspirate it. Okay? So if you're giving John something, it'd be dohyan. Okay? Dohibin. Okay? In this case, dohain, for himself. The do meaning for is do. Do meaning for him is spelled that way. Do. The father. Okay? So for John, dohyan. For him, do. Okay? Tamil means a while. So le tamil, for in a while. Okay? So like I said before, le is used for saying for a space of time. Blian is year. Rav lian is 2 years. Le rav lian is for 2 years. And the word bejer is a good one to know. It means perhaps. It means it would be possible. Okay. Fajer is possible. Ba, ager becomes bejer. And so if someone asks you something, that's a good answer sometimes to the question, Will Shin show, is he here? Bejer. Perhaps. And Joki too, will you come? Bejer. Okay. Good term to know. We're going to look at below here now is the word Jane, which is to do. So if you want to ask, did you make or did you do something, okay? The same for make and do as Jane. So did you make a meal for yourself? And yarna tu bela de chain.
Nyarnatu Bela the chain.
So Nyarnatu means did you make or did you do? Nyarnatu. Bela is a meal. Dichain for yourself. Nyarnatu Bela dichain. And you want to say yes, you say Rinya. Rinya means made. Okay? Or you can say I made a meal for myself. Rinya me Bela domhain.
Rinya me Bela domhain.
Okay? So literally made I a meal for myself. Okay? If you want to ask the negative, didn't you make a meal for yourself? Nach nyarna tu bela de chain.
Nach nyarna tu bela de chain.
If you want to say no, literally didn't make, ni yarna.
Ni yarna.
Or I didn't make a meal for myself. Ni yarna me bela domhain.
Ni yarna me bela domhain.
Okay? And if you want to say making, it's igjaina. So are you making a meal? Will to igjaina bela.
Will to igjaina bela.
Okay? So let's read through those again. Anyarna tu bela de chain.
Anyarna tu bela de chain.
Rinya.
Rinya.
Rinya me bela domhain.
Rinya me bela domhain.
Nach nyarna tu bela de chain.
Nach nyarna tu bela de chain.
Ni yarna.
Ni yarna.
Ni yarna me bela domhain.
Ni yarna me bela domhain.
And will to igjaina bela.
And will to igjaina bela.
Okay. So now back to our main sentence. So he hadn't made a great meal for himself in a while. Ni yarnashe ein vela intach dohain the tamil.
Yarnashe ein vela intach dohain the tamil.
Le rav lian bejer.
Le rav lian bejer.
Okay. So now 21. As McDonald's agus Gargin Shanghai a hanag kibe rod a huis chach in a veil na lehan to show. So as means out of, so as McDonald's, out of McDonald's, or from McDonald's. Agus Gargin Shanghai and Shanghai Garden. A hanig came. Kibe road is whatever thing. The word kibe means whatever. Kibe road, whatever thing. A hui that went. Is chach in a veil into his mouth. Okay, how would you say into my mouth? Into my mouth. Ischach in my veil. So into in my mouth. Ischach in my veil. Okay, ischach in my veil. How about into her mouth?
Ischach in a veil.
Ischach in a veil. Okay. So the reason it's in a veil instead of in a veil, the aspirates for his and doesn't for hers. And how about into their mouth?
Ischach in a male.
Ischach in a male. Okay. Now, the word for day is on law. The day is nalehinta. It's an irregular plural, nalehinta. Okay, and nalehinta show these days. Okay? So, let's read it. As McDonald's agus Gargin Shanghai.
As McDonald's agus Gargin Shanghai.
A hanig kiberod.
A hanig kiberod.
A hui ischach in a veil.
A hui ischach in a veil.
Nalehinta show.
Nalehinta show.
Okay. And then 22. Kiberbe near isha roderbe of furshe nocht. Okay, so kiberbe first of all means anyways. Good expression to know. Kiberbe. Okay, it means something like whatever at all. Okay. Kiberbe near ishe he didn't eat. Rod erbe anything or a thing at all. O furshe since he received anuach the news.
I just want to ask, is naleanta always a plural for day? Okay.
Nalehinta. Okay. So kiberbe anyways near isha roderbe he didn't eat anything. Of furshe since he received anuach the news. Okay, so there's your O again meaning since. Okay, and yeah, if any of you really want to try to read on, let me know. Maybe I can get you a couple copies of parts of the book or something so you can read them. They're rather hard to get here.
What was the news?
That's a good question. There's a couple twists in this one, but okay.
It's not really very thanks for
Alright, so, okay, so Keshtana we have now. Questions. So Keshtahane, Karev Shanobrian. So where was Brian? Nilis Agun. Or we don't know? Nilis Ege. Nilis Ege.
Well, he didn't know either.
Right. Nilis Ege, he didn't know Karevshe. Nilis Ege Karevshe. I guess Nilis Agunya Karevshe. We don't know where he is. Or Vishe
didn't know where he
how do you
was.
say he was in his bed? Vishe in the lava. Okay. Okay. So you can give different answers. So Keshtado, Kadavi a Yena Vegas. So what was he doing? Literally, it's what. Yeah. What is it? I mean, yeah. You can answer however you want, but what.